What's something that most people with social anxiety have in common? They overthink, and this episode pretty much starts off with a lot of that. Episode 11 pretty much follows the previous episode's revelations with even more revelations. It kinda sucks though that there was a 2-week wait between the two episodes, considering they really feel like they go together. Episode 11 really just feels like a part 2 of the previous one. If you find my videos entertaining or informative, please like and subscribe, it really helps the channel out. So the two biggest things that happened in this episode are the sneak peek into Ariel's new form, and the start of the new assassination attempt on Delling. First, I want to talk about Ariel's new form and how it's kind of inconsistent with Ariel's Gunpla kits and initial trailers of G-Witch. In the G-Witch trailer and opening, as well as in the high-grade Ariel kit, the Gundam is seen with blue beams, but we never really saw Ariel use blue beams in the anime's fight scenes, as she used green ones instead. Yes, I know that the green beams in G-Witch just mean they're on a lower output, while blue beams are on higher outputs. And yes, I've been told that they only use green beams in school duels for regulatory purposes. But it's still so weird that Ariel's kits and figures come with blue beams, even when that color was never used in battles so far. And because Ariel looks different now, we'll never get to see base Ariel with blue beams as advertised. Hopefully Bandai will release a future G-Witch accessory set that comes with green beams so that fans will be able to reenact scenes more accurately. Additionally, we did see Ariel use the rifle blade, but it was also green. We also never got to see Ariel against a normal Delanza seen in the trailer. And it also seems we're never going to see this fight in the future because, well, Ariel looks different now. My guess here is that there were some last-minute changes in Ariel's story writing, and this is an issue that happens quite a lot in the toy industry. But in my experience, it doesn't happen too much in Gunpla. I mean, yes, it does happen in Gunpla, including this right now, but not as much compared to that in Hasbro's Marvel movie figures. The blue beams might be something we can see in Ariel's new form in the future, but yeah, I could be wrong about things, so do correct me in the comments section if ever. Kindly, of course. Also, we never got to see Red Eyes Ariel that was teased by the sticker sheet that came with the high grade. I'm thinking they were originally gonna go for a Berserk power-up, but they instead went for that blue glow power-up Ariel exhibited in a previous episode. But who knows, we might see the new Ariel use the red eyes. And the changes Ariel underwent are pretty significant. The face now has a singular mouth vent, the V-fin is now a double V-fin, the chest is similar but it's not the same. In this picture we don't really see any of the yellow anymore, but it could be there, maybe we just don't see it. The shoulders are completely new, and yeah, it kinda looks like the 00 Ace Diver from this angle. We're most probably gonna see this new form of Ariel in action in the next episode, so yeah, let's all look forward to that. Now let's talk about that new assassination attempt. It seems Shadiq's plan isn't entirely what Vim had in mind, and I really wonder what Mio Mio's reaction would be after she finds out that Shadiq was behind this. After episode 9, I was really hoping Shadiq would try harder to become the man he wanted to be for Mio Mio. However, it seems that he's still very much focused on the business side of things, to the point that he's willing to risk her life. Though I think it would make sense for him to secretly have a surprise backup plan to ensure her safety. Oh, and speaking of business, let's talk about what's clearly the show's best ship, Elnora and Delling. Turns out the two are working on this project known as Quiet Zero, which could be connected to the unnamed mobile suit revealed recently. The big question this raises is, why did they pretend to be against each other the whole time if they were actually working together? He even rejected her ideals in front of a critical audience earlier in the show. My guess is that Delling and Prospera really just know how to manipulate their daughters and were expecting things to turn out as they did from the very beginning. Or it's also possible that they just recently developed this partnership after realizing mutual interests. Now let's talk about the first thing the episode focused on. Seletov misunderstood her social situation, and this is a common writing trope for drama genres. Use misunderstanding to generate drama. This trope usually ends up causing messy writing if stretched out for too long. I'm just glad this misunderstanding only lasted for 2 episodes and was quickly resolved so the story can move forward and focus on the things that matter more. The next episode will mark the conclusion of part 1. We can predict that Soletta, after potential obstacles, will reach the location where the new Ariel is waiting for her. And it's also possible that the cargo Bob's team is handling contains a mobile suit, possibly Gundam Schwazette, which Bob could use to fight alongside Soletta. That way we'd be seeing 2 Gundams versus 2 Gundams in the first course final battle. And who knows, we might be seeing the 2 other new suits, including Choo-Choo's new demi-barding as well. And now that we're done covering the serious stuff, let's talk about the more fun stuff from this episode. Let's talk about that scene where Mio Mio was chasing down the space tanuki. This was a really funny scene because it was mostly high budget animation. The show doesn't do this all the time, and they decide to do this with a comedic chase scene. Just my opinion, but most of the animation in this scene mimics human movement quite well and seems more expensive than some of the series' fight scenes. And another thing that makes the scene so funny is that while most of it felt high budget, there was this one snippet in between that looked like it was from a comedy cartoon. I mean, it's understandable, I am not complaining about it at all. It's normal for anime characters to look like that when zoomed out. And this isn't the first time Gundam's done that. I just think it was funny because they put it beside some really good looking animation. Now let's talk about the returning hero of Dominicus, Kenanji Avery, who probably received a huge promotion after defeating the old Lufrith units in the prologue. A promotion so big he significantly expanded his food budget, and he looks like this now. It's pretty realistic if you ask me. I imagine it'd be so funny when Avery and Prospera meet each other. Will Prospera fat shame the man who killed her husband and friend? We'll have to keep watching to find out. Anyway, that's it for the video. Enjoy your holidays wherever you are in the world. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.